Good evening once again, ladies and genderqueers. I'm Mary Jane Blank, and it is almost Halloween. So, for what I would consider an unconventional sort of horror game, this is Daggers. Alright. Basically, you're in hell. That's all you need to know. You got a double dagger, and you're in hell. Now, everyone, I haven't played this in a little bit, so I'm not going to be the superest skilled right now, but, because I'm going to have to get reacclimated to what's going on here. Basically, the whole game is like, you are on this platform, you can fall off of it, and you have to kill every single monster and monster spawner. And then as you collect those red gems from the spawners and the bigger guys, see, I died already. Once you collect 10, you upgrade your dagger from like a single to basically it's like a double. And see, I'm 37,000th down here. And I've gotten 3. I got 3 that time. So that's how far away I was just now. But, so, as I try to sort of get into that trance state of, so, obviously the aesthetics of this game and the premise of just, like, being in hell, but what's interesting to me here is that mechanically it's actually pretty, it's actually a lot like most other horror games, other than having an infinite ammo, auto fire button. It's actually kind of similar. Like, part of why it's so, like, one of the ways is that you have kind of just a basic mechanic, and that's kind of like arcade games kind of thing. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you can click to fire this way and then hold to do that. But yeah, the other way that's really fascinating, other than obviously like the darkness is a pretty obvious one, but the sound, because of they basically limit your field of view so that you have to be able to listen for the direction that they're coming to be prepared. Because while all the enemies appear in the same order every time, there's a randomness, a procedural randomness to... Oh god, the spider! Okay, now the spider is gonna eat my gems and make little spiders, so not only will I not be able to upgrade, but... I hate this part, yeah, but yeah, anyway. And that's the whole game. That's kind of why this is, this is a pretty simple one here. That's pretty much the whole game. You just shoot skulls and other things. And you deal with various problems. I've only gotten, I think I got like 2 minutes in, maybe like 100 seconds. We'll have to look at the, oops, shit. Yeah, here, let me look at the screen. 160, so your score is how many seconds you survived. So that was 38 seconds. The longest I lasted 160, so I lasted about 2 minutes 40 seconds. That's the longest I've survived in this world, in this hell. And so yeah, the one-hit death as well, another similarity to horror games. It's just interesting that, like, despite ultimately this being like a... I don't even know how to define, like, an arcade, shooter kind of game, and it actually is still a horror game. Like, so, part of the reason I even want to make this video is because that is how I found this game. That's how I found Double Daggers, was, like, looking up horror games, because, I've just gotten really into it recently, and I was like, after I played it, I'm like, this is a horror game? It's like, this isn't really a... you know, has all the aesthetics of horror. It has the loneliness and helplessness, and of course hell. Being in hell is a big one. Well, because that's the thing I like about it. Oh, fuck. Is that because... a similarity this game has to Dark Souls that I really appreciate here is that you are weaker than every single other enemy in the entire game. Every single thing I'm looking at right now is stronger than I am, because it can take more than one shot, and I can only take one. You know? So yeah, there's a couple different ways I've played too. There's sort of different paradigms. A lot of people, what they do is they jump around, and there's like a super jump you can do, apparently. But it's this style that I find, I don't know, it's holding this button and just sort of like having these very straightforward tasks, but also having this like really intense threat of failure, you know? Always, there's a skull behind your head, laughing into your ear. Letting you know that failure is always right behind you. Failure is one mistake away. Now, that is an interesting one, too. No, you could say I'm reading too much into it, but that's kind of the point, isn't it? Of a games like this that are just really difficult and really simple, right? You get, like I said, I get into this sort of zen state where, like, you could even call it maybe a hypnotic state. Okay, Laughing Skull's gonna kill me. Fuck! Shite. Okay, I gotta shotgun that effer. Alright, now I'm gonna go with a... Actually, I wanna try that. Oh, fuck. I just fell off. Damn it. Alright. And I do recommend this game for what it is. Like, to be honest, it's like if this doesn't look like a game for you, then you've pretty much gotten the whole experience that you would get out of it just by watching me, so. Fuck. Okay. And you hold right click to bring him towards you. But you can't shoot if you're holding right click, so it's... You do have to keep it in mind, like... Oh, fuck. My dumbass took her hands off the damn keyboard for a second. Alright, where are you? I hate the spider so fucking much. The Laughing Skulls are one of the harder enemies, too. Fuck! I didn't kill the spider fast enough! Damn it! Fuck! Oh, so it's actually very funny, too. Even the spawners move around. The spawners are actually slowly moving towards you, and I don't even remember how I did it. Like, why I, like, just stood there and that's how it happened. Like, actually, yeah, I don't know how I did it. Oh, no, I guess you have to kill everything but the spawners. And even the spawners move toward you. It's actually very funny, in my opinion. But, once again, though, this game has... Oh, God. The best quality that every hard game has, which is being able to instantly restart. I guess not every hard game has that quality. I am a Dark Souls fan, and Dark Souls does not have that quality. Specifically does not have that quality. I mean, sort of. I mean, it just has very different, it really, you do have to deal with very different sort of, dark philosophies. I think that are really good. Like, um, dealing with dealing with like negative things. Like, I think that it is good to have Devil's Daggers here, or any other like difficult game like Super Meat Boy or whatever. Um, as a method, like, actually, it's, you know what? I think, like, the reason I've gotten into super hard games recently is, like, it's a safe environment to fail, you know? Like, there are no, I can't, like, failing, the worst thing that happens is I restart, you know? There's no consequences for failing in a video game. And that's something good to remember. I know it might be difficult to remember if you're, like, paid to make YouTube videos and have to yell and scream all the time, but it's worth being chill. It's always worth being chill, too, occasionally. Everything, and even chillness in moderation, I don't know. Fuck. I don't know, I'm a pretty funny character in real life, like, the best piece of advice I ever gave is don't listen to anyone else. Don't listen to people. Don't take any advice for granted. It's the best advice I ever gave. Fuck. Fucking skull motherfuckers. Anyway, wow, I really need to, like, remember. Oh, fuck! I hit the wrong button, but it worked. Where are you at? I don't know, for me, that's like, this is somehow more accurate. I think it's because, you have to be able to hit them multiple times sometimes with the, oh, god. Shaky, too. Yeah, I'm about to get Spider-Man'd. Oh shit, that's just a small one still? Fuck. Spiders, man. But anyway, not to get off track, talk about other games, but I think that's the most positive thing about this game, really, is that it's a very safe environment for failure. If you can't handle that, I couldn't, when I was a young child, I couldn't handle that, up until, like, I was 27, so don't get, don't feel bad if, like, you do get, it does feel too real to fail in a video game. But the truth is that there's nothing wrong with you. Failing is normal. It's all good. And there's no reason to feel ashamed. Yeah. Shame is ultimately unhealthy, so be careful. Don't let yourself feel too ashamed. Unless you're really concerned with how other people, like, hyper concerned with how other people perceive you, like you want them to perceive you in some fictional way, slightly of a caricature maybe, but, or a character, but, I find it more interesting to just sort of do what I find best, or do what I find to be, like, most interesting to me. Basically, what I find interesting is to do what's most interesting. You can tell I'm not good at making arguments. I'm a writer. I'm an artist. I'm not a... I have to research it to get the good argument, But I've definitely made... A lot of my shit is very philosophical. I mean, but it's like, how could it not be, If you're gonna write, anything, the only way your philosophy wouldn't be part of it is if you have no philosophy. And what does that even mean? Like, I don't think that it's possible. It's like, because essentially, like, having any belief at all is a philosophy in some fashion, right? Like, the belief that we are alive and that we exist, that's a philosophy, you know? Because there are philosophies that contradict them, too. Am I crouched or something, or is it always this spot? Okay, no, you are just always that close to the ground. Sorry, I always lose my train of thought. Ooh. Gotta kill the spawner. And now I'm about to get owned, though. I'm about to get P-owned, as they say, in the early 2000s, the turn of the century. Yeah, that's right! That's what I said! I said early 2000s, you piece of shit! Oh god, I gotta kill the spawner before another one of those laughing skeletons comes out. Oh god, there's another one. Skull got me, fuck. Is it a skull that killed me? Impaled. Okay, so... Oh no, it wasn't the skull, it was the horn boy. So, I don't know why they do it this way. I guess it's because it's cuter, but they say how you died and not what killed you, but each thing that kills you has a different word for how it kills you. Like, what is the skull? Oops. Hey, skull, kill me. Skull, kill me. Skull? I'm trying to get killed by a skull. Skull. These skulls have to chase you for a long time to kill you. And what does it say? You were swarmed. I was swarmed by a skull. That's pretty funny. Alright. Now this actually is kind of funny too. Let's see. Kind of curious to see what does it say when you're killed by this thing? I can't. It's like warped. It's like a weird one. Oh, see how fast it's moving? Purged. It was the purge. Oh god, this is gonna be terrible. I just realized too, so like, part of the different strategies is like, how much noise you make. But then again, like, you have to be constantly firing. Because the game is constantly throwing things at you. Like, there's no reason to stop firing. Other than that, it sounds... I love the sound effect on the ground. That's a good one. What? Die, please. I asked nicely. Okay. Well, I think that this is a good time to say Happy Halloween 2019, and I hope that you have a wonderful time for the rest of this year. Because, yeah, it's about to get so much worse. Later.